Well, Max and Millie had a farm, together working arm in arm, ploughing fields and sowing seeds, planting crops and pulling weeds. E-I-E-I-O, there's lots to do, come on, let's go with an E-I-E-I-O. It's new Macdonald's farm. A farmer's work is never done, feeding the animals one by one. There's Daisy the cow, dozing all day, while Henry the horse just wants to play. Dash the duck and Charlotte the hen, Percy the pig is hungry again. Shirley the sheep all covered in wool, yes sir, piggyback's full. Max and Millie,
Say a job done well is a job well done.
Millie and Max,
When the job's well done, it's time for fun.
E-I-E-I-O, there's lots to do, come on, let's go with an E-I-E-I-O. It's new Macdonald's farm. With an E-I-E-I-O, it's new Macdonald's farm.
Hurry up, Millie, or they'll be here.
Here I am, Max.
Are we all set?
Hair brushed, face washed.
Are we ready to go?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I just can't wait, Millie.
Me neither, Max.
So, let's do it! Well, it's a lovely day to play outside.
Sky is blue and the sun is high. We'll make the most of what the weather has for us today. Well, it's a lovely day to fly our kites.
The leaves are swirling in the autumn sky.
This windy weather makes everything feel just right. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow.
It's a lovely day for the snow to fall.
Build a snowman round and tall. We'll make the most of what the weather has brought us all. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring.
A lovely... what's that sound?
Oh, Max, what a love...
Did you hear that sound? That crunch, crunch sound.
That's the one. It seems to be coming from down there. Max, the ground is covered with leaves.
From the trees.
But they're not green leaves anymore. They're brown and red and orange.
Kind of dry.
You know what this means, don't you?
Yes. No?
We have to rake them up.
I knew that. How do we rake them up?
With rakes and buckets.
Good idea. Be back in 2 shakes of a snake's leg. With rakes and buckets. Now, let's see. It should be right... Well, it's dark in here. Ow! Ow! Oh, no. That rake's got to be in there somewhere. silly bucket.
There you go, all fixed.
Hello, Percy.
Oink! We're raking up all these leaves that have fallen off the tree.
Now to work. Oh, no.
Oh, Max.
You silly bucket.
Oink, oink. Ooh, what a lovely big pile of leaves.
A humongous pile of leaves. A job done well is a job well done.
Max,
Yes, Millie.
I have a question.
Is it a good question?
I think it's a good question. Do you think trees lose their leaves because they're cold?
You mean they're so cold they shiver all their leaves off?
Yes,
That is a good question.
I thought it was. You know what I'm going to do?
Have a nice cup of chocolate.
No. I'm going to knit a big warm scarf for that tree. And maybe it will be so warm it won't lose any more leaves.
You're so clever, Millie.
Thank you, Max.
Oh no! Here we go again!
I must hurry before that poor tree gets any colder. There, all done. What a snuggly warm scarf. As Max says, a job done well is a job well done. Oink, oink, oink.
Now you be good leaves and don't blow away again. I had to rake up all the leaves again, but they'll stay put this time, or I'll have to rake them all up again.
Look!
Golly, Millie, that's beautiful.
Oink, oink. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Percy. It should keep the tree snugly warm and stop the last of its leaves falling off.
Oh, I hope you're right, Millie.
Me too. Now, we just need one more thing.
We certainly do. We just need one more thing. What thing?
The milking stool for me to stand on, so I can tie the scarf around the tree.
The milking stool, of course.
Oh, you're a lucky tree. Now you're going to keep all the rest of your leaves this winter.
Oink. Oink.
Now, let's see. It should be right... Well, it's dark in here. Ow! Ow! Oh, no. It's got to be in there somewhere.
Oink, oink, oink.
Oh, Max.
Silly bucket.
Now I can use the stool to climb up and tie the scarf around the tree.
And stop the rest of its leaves falling off.
Oink, oink.
There, all done.
Now, if that doesn't keep all those leaves from falling off, My name's not Farmer Max.
Oh no!
Oh, double no.
Oink!
I guess my name's not Farmer Max.
Oink!
Is it?
Oink!
Never mind, Millie. At least you tried.
I suppose leaves fall off trees because it's natural.
I think you're right.
Oink, 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 oink!
You're right, Percy. It's nature. But what a waste of a perfectly good scarf.
Well, at least we've got all the leaves in a humongous, neat pile. Oh no!
Oink,
That
oink,
wind's going to blow
oink,
the leaves all over the farm again.
Oink, 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 oink!
Oh, Percy, what a wonderful idea.
Oink!
What? What did he say?
Percy says there's a use for my scarf after all.
There is.
There is. This is working really well.
There.
There. All finished. These leaves will make excellent mulch for our flower bed, Max.
And Percy's idea of using the scarf to drag them here was an excellent
Oink.
one.
Oh, job done well is a job well done.
Oink!
Now it must be time for a lovely hot cup of chocolate. Oh no!
Oink! Oink!
Silly buckets!
Oh, Max, you do make me laugh.
Oink!
No!
Oink, oink!
Careful, Max, you missed one.
Oh dear. Millie, there's still a few leaves over there.
Oh, I don't want to miss any. That's the autumn leaves all raked up, Max.
A job done well is a job well done, Millie.
Ready?
Set!
Go! I love autumn.
Oh, me too. Come on, everyone! It's book time! Quack!
Oink, oink, oink!
Come on, everyone! It's book time!
Bam!
Oink, oink, oink!
Come on, everyone! It's book time! Are we all here? Now, if everyone is sitting comfortably, I'll begin. It hadn't rained at Harkaway Hollow for a very long time, and there was barely a blade of grass left in the paddocks. Oh, I wish it would rain and make the grass grow, sighed Shirley. From her field, Shirley could see across to the hill beyond the woods on the other side of the barn. Shirley could see that the top of that hill was green, and green means grass, thought Shirley. So Shirley started walking. As she walked past the barn, Henry the horse looked out from his stall. Where are you going, Shirley? I'm off to the hill beyond the woods to find some juicy green grass, said Shirley. Better take care. We could be in for a change in the weather today. She looked up, but there was only one little fluffy white cloud in the sky. It certainly didn't look like it was going to rain today. So Shirley kept on walking. She walked through the woods, across the field on the other side of the woods, and then across the little creek. Of course, because there hadn't been any rain for a very long time, there was hardly any water in the creek. So Shirley could get across with just a hop, a skip and a jump. She fixed her eyes on the top of the hill and started to climb toward that juicy green grass. But if Shirley had looked behind her, she would have seen that that little white fluffy cloud was no longer little or fluffy or white anymore. It had grown into a big, solid black cloud. Shirley reached the top of the hill. She bent down and was just about to take her first mouthful of juicy green grass when suddenly there was a great rumble of thunder. "Rain at last," said Shirley. Soon Shirley was soaked to the skin. How she wished she was safely at home in her own paddock at Harkaway Hollow. All the other animals were delighted to see the rain falling. "Told you we were in for a change in the weather," said Henry proudly. "Dad, where's Shirley?" asked Charlotte. "Shirley? My goodness," said Henry. "If she went up the hill beyond the woods, then she would have to get across the little creek. Except that little creek won't be so little after all this rain," said Daisy the cow. "Come on, everyone," ordered Henry. "We have to rescue Shirley." Meanwhile, Shirley had made her way down from the top of the hill back to the little creek. Except Daisy was right. It wasn't a little creek anymore. There was no way that Shirley could get across by herself. She was cold, wet and miserable. "Don't worry, we're here to rescue you," called out Henry. "OK, Dash, now it's all up to you," said Henry. "I'll do my best, Henry," said Dash. He picked up the rope, flapped his wings as hard as he could and took off. Flying through the rain, carrying a heavy rope is no easy task for one small duck. "Tie this around yourself," Dash told Shirley as he handed her the rope. "Now what do I do?" asked Shirley. "You jump in the water," said Dash. Across the water, Henry, Percy, Daisy and Charlotte were all holding on to the other end of the rope. Shirley took a big breath and jumped into the water. "Heave!" shouted Henry. It was very cold and wet in the water, but with Shirley kicking as hard as she could, Dash shouting encouragement and everyone else pulling, Shirley was soon safely on the other side. Hooray! They all cheered as Shirley climbed out of the water onto dry land. "Thank you, everyone," said Shirley. "Oh, but I do feel such a silly sheep." And Shirley was never tempted to go wandering away from Harkaway Hollow again. And that's the end of the story for tonight. When you're chilly-milly, put a hat upon your head.
When I'm chilly-milly, I snuggle up in bed.
When you're chilly-milly, put a scarf around yourself.
When I'm chilly-milly, grab my gloves and coat as well.
When you're chilly-milly, wave your arms around.
When I'm chilly-milly, jump right up and down. When I'm chilly-milly, there's a lot I can do. I'll be nice, warm Milly, before the song is through.
Oh, Millie, all this jumping up and down's not working. Oh, I'm still cold.
Oh, I'm freezing.
Oh, Millie, oh, it's colder than a...
Colder than a block of ice?
Absolutely.
Oh, in fact, it's colder than...
Colder than the nose on a polar bear?
Absolutely. In fact, it's colder than the nose on a polar bear standing on a block of ice.
And that's about as cold as it can get.
Ooh. Do you know what we should do, Max?
I certainly do. What?
We should make the farmhouse warm.
Oh, you're right. That's what we absolutely, certainly, positively should do.
But how can we make the farmhouse warm?
We could build a toasty fire in our fireplace.
Oh, Max, you're so clever.
Oh, thank you, Millie. Oh, but we don't have any firewood.
Then you know what we have to do?
Yes. No.
Go out and get some wood.
Oh, Millie, you're so clever.
Thank you, Max. Come on.
Now, let's see. That wood should be right... It's dark in here. Oh! Oh no! Oh, silly bucket!
Max, are you all right?
Oh, sorry, Millie. There doesn't appear to be any wood in the shed after all. Just this bucket.
Oh, Max.
Oh, and I'm still so cold.
Oh, where else are we going to find some wood for our fire?
Oh, it's so cold I can't think.
Max, the shed.
Oh, I've already looked in the shed, Millie.
No, the shed is made of wood.
Smart thinking, Millie. There's just one problem.
A problem? Well, what's the problem?
If we use the wood of my shed for firewood, where would I keep all my tools?
Now that is a problem. But we have to find some firewood somewhere.
Oh, we'll just have to keep looking. Look, Millie, our problems are solved.
What do you mean, Max?
Look, the handles of the rake and the shovel are made of wood. See?
That's wood, all right.
It certainly is.
But there's a tiny problem.
Yes, a tiny problem. What problem?
Well, if we take the wooden handles off the rake and the shovel, then we won't have a rake and a shovel anymore.
You're absolutely right. And we need our tools to do our work.
We'll have to find some other kind of wood. Oh, there's some wood.
But there's a tiny problem.
Yes, a tiny problem. What problem?
Well, that's Charlotte's nesting box. If we take it, she'll have nothing to lay her eggs in.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Max. We could never be so unkind to our dear Charlotte.
No, we'll just have to keep looking. Look, Millie, there's some wood.
The fence round Percy's pen.
We've found the firewood for our fire.
But there's a tiny problem.
Yes, a tiny problem. What problem?
If we use the wood from this fence for our fire,
Percy will get out and eat all the vegetables.
and that wouldn't do at all.
Oh, but we have to find some firewood.
Oh, so that we can get warm.
Oh, where else are we going to find some wood?
I know.
Wait for me!
Our windmill is made of wood.
Of course, it's a wooden windmill.
Our problem is solved.
Quack.
Oh, but there's another tiny problem.
Yes, a tiny problem. What problem?
If we use the wood from the windmill for firewood, our windmill won't pump the water anymore.
Oh, that wouldn't do at all. You're right, Henry. It is getting colder, and we can't find any wood to make a lovely warm fire. If only we could find some wood that wasn't already being used for something useful. Where else can we find wood?
The woods! Let's go!
Look, Max, we were right. The wind's blown down all the dead branches.
Well, it certainly has. There's more wood here than
Then a woodpile?
biggest, hugest, most humongous woodpile ever.
And it's not being used for anything else, so it's perfect for us to make our fire with.
Hey, Millie, I just had an idea.
Is it a good idea?
I think it's a good idea.
Well,
Oh, my idea is we collect as much wood as we can for our fire, then come back and get more. Then we'll have our very own woodpile.
and plenty of wood for another cold day. That is a good idea.
Then let's get wood collecting.
Max, this is hard work.
It certainly is.
Back and forth from the woods.
Certainly warms you up.
But it's still very cold.
Oh, yes, very, very cold.
Max,
Yes, Millie?
you know what we should do?
Of course.
We should
Go inside and light our fire.
Here's your hot chocolate, Max.
Oh, thanks, Millie. This toast will be ready in no time at all.
Oh, this fire is certainly making the farmhouse nice and warm.
Oh, it certainly is, Millie. And now that we've gathered all the wood from the woods,
We've got enough firewood to keep us warm.
All through winter.
Well, it's a lovely day to play outside.
Sky is blue and the sun is high. We'll make the most of what the weather has for us today. Well, it's a lovely day to fly our kites.
The leaves are swirling in the autumn skies.
This windy weather makes everything feel just right. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow.
It's a lovely day for the snow to fall.
Build a snowman round and tall. We'll make the most of what the weather has brought us all. You never ever know from one minute to another just what the weather will bring.
Sun or rain or falling snow.
Wind or fog or a bright rainbow. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring. You never can tell what the weather is gonna bring.